Hello everybody, welcome back, and today I have remastered the second dungeon from Minish Cap, which is the Cave of Flames. This one I have altered quite a bit just because of the size of the map. I did get kind of lost on what I was actually making, so I did tweak a few things, and of course to change some stuff up so it's a new fun experience. So without further ado, let's begin. So this first room isn't actually, part of the dungeon. It is just a item collection room that forces you to collect these items. The heart isn't required, but the feather is. So you start in the first floor. Fortunately, can't do anything here. At least not yet. So you have to loop around. This dungeon starts off with a bat fight. Just to kind of prepare you for the dungeon. This part right here, this little staircase that goes down, isn't actually part of the original dungeon. It's supposed to just be a staircase downward to the next floor. But the lower floor here has two different floors, and I didn't want the upper floor to be the lower floor. So that's why that little thing is there. So these rooms are quite big, and the way the minecarts work, I'm pretty sure there are actually ways you can mess up in this dungeon, but based on the size of the room, I didn't want to add any, the restart room buttons, because I didn't want to make people have to redo so much progress. So if anything comes up, you may have problems. So I may change it in the future, but for now, there are only a couple of these. They're not in every room. I also just didn't want them in every room because they're kind of just big and bulky. I get why, but I don't know, they're just kind of like a thing that's always there. Oh, also, playing this dungeon, do not jump while in the minecarts. That will mess up the minecarts, and you may soft lock yourself. So do not jump. Do not do this while in it. Just to let you know. So I hit that switch over there to activate a secret path that leads us to the first optional secret of the dungeon, which is another bat room. Killing all the bats will give us the compass, which is really helpful in this dungeon because some stuff's kind of weird. And in Minish Cap, there are these doors that you can only go through while being on a minecart. So instead, I put holes in the ground so you can only get through with a minecart. And we can't get that heart piece over there yet because we need the special item of the dungeon. So let's just head through here. There is a key in this room. This is at least what this compass says. Oh! Fire. Yeah, be careful. Fire, it kind of hurts. So what you're supposed to do is, in Minish Cap, there are these big old, there are these big old spheres that you can roll infinitely. But of course, there's no big balls in this game, so I replaced it with a cube that you can move infinitely. And what you're supposed to do is drop it in this water so you can get the chest. However, you can sneak in here and grab the chest, but I'm going to show you what I do. Like, the way you're supposed to. So this button over here will deactivate the fire, which will make our life way easier to move this block. So we'll just push it down to get the chest legitimately. Which will give us a key, which will let us continue. So, that bat is currently on fire. He's fine. I'm sure he's not dying. He's a fire bat. He's fine. So, this next, in order to get that chest, we have to keep this button pushed down, but the block over there is surrounded by fire. So this button over here simply deactivates it all. Nothing too crazy yet. Whoops, I think you just messed up the room. Meant to push it downward. Cap. Now we can get this chest over here, which will give us another key, so we can continue the dungeon. And in the big chest is the special item of the dungeon, which are the bombs. The bombs will let us blow up the cracked up walls. And presto, explosivo. Now before we continue, I'm gonna get the heart piece, which is also acts as a room skip because you're meant to go through that bomb door. However, you can skip that room by going through here. However, there is actually a secret in this room. So in here there are these two buttons which we can put these stones on. Make sure you don't accidentally throw them, you have to stop moving so you can place them. Gives us another heart piece. Or sorry, heart fragment. Let's continue the dungeon. Whoop. Let's go over here to activate the first teleporter. Now, whee! Going along our minecart. So this will give us the ferry, which this is the only part in the dungeon where you have to jump off the minecart. So normally you just jump off to derail it there, but if you kept going as I did, you'll get the ferry. Which the ferries in this game, they don't heal you upon grabbing them. As you can see, it's still following me. Instead, they'll bring you back to life when you die, which is way better than, you know, just them healing you. Like, if you have max health and you grab one, there's no point. Sorry for the cut, I just found a soft lock in this room, because when you go over these, when there's more than one, and it turns red because you mess up the puzzle, because these are technically a puzzle item here, it soft locks you in this room. So I quickly came in and I only added one. So anyway, when you activate this, it initiates the silver choo-choo fight, which I replaced with a crap ton of fiery guys. They're really easy to defeat, but this gives you the map. So now we can go over here, collect our hearts. We can also see the rest of the dungeon too, which is huge, at least down there. It's quite big. So let's head down there. So, yes, of course the compass is going to notice there's keys, because this is all one room, based on how the game does, it's, what's the word, does room, how, like, rooms work, basically. Whoops. So, this is where you just get the minecart and continue, but, if you go all the way through here, normally you just hide, like, around, like, these parts to, you know, dodge the guys, but since we have the jump, that kind of defeats the purpose, so that gives us our third heart fragment. Now, on this floor, the final minecart, at least from what I've noticed, sometimes glitches out. Doesn't seem to be doing it right now. I think that might have got fixed, but before it would glitch out. You would still get over here eventually, but it would kind of mess up a little bit sometimes. Sorry, I'm just going over here real quick to get a single coin. We can't pass into the main room yet because there's fire everywhere, so we have to go this way. Excuse me, Mr. Crab. Stop breaking the fourth wall, skeleton. Okay, over here we can do that to get rid of the fire. And now we can enter this massive lava death room. So there are many different ways to go. I'm gonna go the way to get the secret of this room first, which, well, first let's get the second portal unlocked. Some hearts. Because over here, there's a heart piece, but we can't get it because it's engulfed in fire. So instead, we have to go hit that button down there to get rid of the fire. Which, yes, I do know of that special jump. It lets you actually choose quite a few parts of this dungeon, but I'm not using it. I didn't want to make the rooms bigger than I already have made them, just so it still, you know, has the Minish Cap feel. So yes, you can, oh, whoops, you can cheese this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut. So when you get over here, you can use this one as a shortcut. There's also a long way around, so you can get up to that pot, which that pot's actually a troll. It's a crab inside of a pot, so yeah, you go down there and loop around. It's a massive troll, but yeah, you can do that if you want to kill all the crabs in this dungeon, because you're a menace. Whatever floats your boat. Now, in order to get the big chest over there, which has the boss key in it, you need to go up here to get the key for that block. Whoops. Oh god, god. Just jump over these guys real quick. Got the key. If you do go up here, there is a extra coin you can collect. I don't think there's actually even a way to show how many coins you have, but try to collect them all if you really want to. I mean, this way is also kind of a shortcut back to where the boss door is. But, I don't know, whichever way you want to go. I do find this way faster. Because, quite frankly, it is. So, let's get that boss key real quick. And I did say, I am saying boss key. Last time I said boss door. Oops. Even though that is clearly a boss key in there. Now we can get the boss key. Now, we can't jump with this, so we just have to wait for this one to go to here. To open up the boss door. Now, I did change the fire boss quite a lot. So, his neck/head is a flying lerm, and his body is a bunch of the blue turtle guys that shoot fire. You'll see. I'm just explaining it now because it's rather loud in here. So you can see they're shooting, causing havoc. And you can hide behind the blocks, but when the lerm gets enraged, he'll break them, which gives you less cover to hide from the fire spitting guys. So you gotta be careful. Because he's gonna break more and more, and eventually you won't have anything else to hide behind, so you just gotta dodge. Some of them do have hearts in it though, which is nice. I tried to use the dead bushes to imitate the spikes on the Minish Cap boss, so that's meant to be the body there, which actually doesn't look half bad. Just the turtles are going haywire, causing a lot of noise. Got him. Of course, we won't get the victorious battle music, so I'll cheese real quick and kill them. There. So that's it. You can, there's a green portal here, which I've just made it where it sends you back to the start. Not sure why you'd want to do that, but you can. Maybe if you want to do, I guess I'll call it New Game Plus for a dungeon? I don't know. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.